Hello everyone, my name is Renee, and last night I finished a book. It was a very emotional book, and I binge read it, which I kind of regret because everything happened so fast and everything was just so emotional and everything was like thrown at me all at once, and it was a lot to take in. It was very sad for me. After I read the book, I sat there at midnight crying because it was very emotional. Moving on, this is my very first book talk, and so I really hope I do it right. So just like bear with me. If you could not tell by the title, this is a book talk on Eleanor and Park by Rowell. If you have not read the book, or if you have not heard of it, this is my quick synopsis. Eleanor is this really weird, really geeky, really kind of awkward, redheaded Danish girl, and she moves to Omaha. I think Omaha, I'm not completely sure. She meets Park, a goth Korean kid who's really into comics and all this stuff while on the bus on her first day. At first, they don't really like each other, but after a while, things begin to ensue. And yes, this is your regular, everyday, contemporary novel, except it's very upsetting. I was so upset by the ending. Oh my god. So yes, I definitely recommend it to anyone who is looking for a new book to read or wants a contemporary novel to read or something like that. It was very good, very cute. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, if you have not read the book or if you want to read the book, then I advise you to click out of this video right now, because I will be giving out some major spoilers and I would hate to spoil a book for you, especially one as good as Eleanor and Park, okay? So yes, I will give you time to exit out of this video. Dun 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 dun. This is me dancing, if you could not tell. Now that they're gone, Eleanor and Park was so cute. I knew that it was gonna be cute, and I didn't know it was gonna have that sort of ending. It really upset me because I was not expecting it at all. When you first start the book, it is set in August of 1982, I believe, 1986. Let's just kind of go with that because I'm a little too lazy to go through the pages. The book consists of Eleanor and Park, hence the title of the book. But yeah, I really enjoyed this book, you guys. I thought it was really cute. This is my very first Rowell book that I've read, and I really love her writing style, and I think I'm going to continue reading her standalones, and if she ever starts a series, then I'm going to read that too. A few things that I really enjoyed about this book was that it's very relatable, I feel. A lot of teens do this where they start a relationship and they're already like, oh, I love you after 2 weeks, which is what Park basically did, and they weren't even dating. They were on the phone, and he was like, Eleanor, wait, I love you. And then, who does that? That is not, I don't know. I feel like I would have hated the fact that he did that more if he didn't actually love her, if things didn't work out the way they should have later in the book. But since they did, I'm okay with it. It's just, I really wish he didn't do that. But I don't hate it because I hate when real relationships do it. And so that's why I feel like it's a little more relatable. Not to mention the fact that Eleanor is not the prettiest pumpkin in the patch, okay? Eleanor is described as chubby and like with frizzy hair that's red, and she wears boy clothes, which is very different from a lot of YA novels that I've read, at least. Another thing I like is that Park is Korean. Park is Korean. Race is not an issue with me when it comes to literature. It's just like, I found it surprising that Park was Korean, because not in YA literature, I haven't read that many books, okay? I mean, like, I have a shelf full, but like in those books, none of them are Korean. None of them have like frizzy red hair or stuff like that, and so that's why I really liked this book. I felt as if it was a lot more relatable than a lot of other books. I feel like I've said that like 12 times. Something I did not like about this book was the glorification that came with Eleanor's family life or something. Like, how her stepdad is like this creepy pervy guy, and Park comes and saves her from him. And it's crazy because like he wouldn't have done that if they weren't dating, and he wouldn't have made this rebellious thing if he wasn't in love, and that's why I believe it's glorification, and I'm not into that at all. However, I would like to hear your opinion on it, so if you also think it is, and if you've read the book, then please comment down below. I'd love to read your opinion. I'm very open-minded, and if you could like at least like sway me into thinking it's not glorification, then we're cool. Another thing I did not like about this book was Eleanor's personality, and I know Eleanor can't help it. I know Rainbow Rowell couldn't help it when she was writing the book, but it's just, really, why is Eleanor so stubborn? I know that she's like, I know that she doesn't have many friends, and I know that this is her first real relationship with anyone, and I know that she's very closed off. It's just, it really upset me how she didn't even give it a chance. Like, how she, like, walked into Park's house for the first time, sat down, and then was like, LMAO, bye. Like, give it a shot, Eleanor. Not to mention that, like, I feel as if the relationship is very one-sided. Park was very open about his feelings with Eleanor. He told her he loved her, and he treated her in such a way that, I don't know, I really liked Park. Maybe because I want someone like Park in my life. I don't know. And then Eleanor, she didn't even say she loved him back until like the very end, or at least you're led to think that. It's implied, I guess. Maybe she didn't say she loved him because of the fact that she didn't love herself. Like in the book, she describes herself very harshly, or she looks at herself in a way that Park doesn't. And I think she's very insecure, and she doesn't know how to love herself. And so, like, how are you gonna love others if you can't love yourself? I think that's something we should all learn here. But yeah, and then another thing that really pissed me off was how she moved, and then she didn't call him or like write to him or anything. And like, it was really sad because like you see the character development as to where Park like loves her and he wants to like keep hold of her, but then like he begins to let her go and all this stuff. And then I didn't like how Eleanor treated Park most of the time. I don't know. But yes, other than that, Eleanor and Park was a great book, and I gave it 3 out of 5 cassette tapes. I did really enjoy it, and I do recommend it to a lot of other people. I binge read this book. I read this book in one day, and I finished it at midnight. Like, literally at midnight. I looked up, and the clock was midnight. It was, yeah. So I think after I read a few books on my TBR pile, I'm going to reread it, because it all came so fast. So, yeah. But thank you for watching my very first book talk, and I hope there's more to come. This was a lot of fun. I really love talking about books. So this is like a new thing, and I really like this a lot. All my social media is down below. You can talk to me on there. We can talk books. We can talk about books. I just really like books. Come talk to me about books and I'll be happy. I'd also really love to know your feedback or your opinions on Eleanor and Park, or your opinions on like Rainbow Rowell's writing in general. So feel free to comment down below. I'd love that. But yes, this is the end of my very first book talk, and I appreciate you watching, and I hope you all have a fantastic week. Bye!